by enabling the integration between Microsoft Entra ID platform and Heimdal. The wizard automates the discovery and also the creation of corporate customers directly from subtenants. We are removing the need for manual setup at every single step. It's actually built around the guided onboarding flow, and this flow is paired with a dedicated management interface where all the MSPs can also create like master policies that apply consistently across all their customers. In this way, Heimdal is going to ensure standardized protection from day one. The flow is going to start automatically on first login after the account creation or for existing resellers once the feature release will be checked and available. And this is exactly how it's going to look like. It's going to give you a welcome message. Once you're clicking on start, the second step will suggest you to create that reseller, that master group policy that I was talking about. This is actually a quite important step. That's exactly the reason why it's actually the second one from the flow. Because when you're creating a reseller like a master group policy across all your customers, you're giving them a default protection with highest priority. So no matter what type of setup they are going to have, they will always have a default protection coming from you as a partner. So in this way, they will always get a full endpoint protection or whatever other products you're going to be using from Heimdal. There is only one small requirement. You will need to enable the reseller master group policy in order to actually create those master group policies. You can easily click on create policy, apply that master group policy across all your customers, and those will be the first steps and the most important when you will go through the flow and the automation between these 3 and 9 steps. The dashboard is giving you suggestions and recommendations about your configuration. Usually our group policies are coming by default with a strong setup that you can easily start either during a POC or during the onboarding process. But of course, this wizard is also going to give you suggestions and it's going to give you exactly the steps and the features that are a must during the setup. The reason why I actually skipped directly to the 9th step is because this is also quite a strong one, is related to the Entra ID configuration. This can be found in our guide section. You're going to have the customer settings tab. You can click on it and you can synchronize the tenant ID as also the step is telling you directly in here. The last thing that you need to do after inserting the tenant ID is to click next, and the 10th step is going to follow the next step. You're going to see that it's quite important to set up that tenant ID in order to complete the onboarding. You can also skip specific steps, but it's quite important how you're going to choose to actually follow the flow, because sometimes you can actually lose the entire process if you don't complete it. It's completed once you're going to press done at the end of the last step. After synchronizing your tenant ID, you will see this MSP onboarding tab becoming available. And that's the reason why on the 10th step, we are going to tell you to switch over to this tab. In a second, I'm going to show you also where you can find it. But I want to first show you that actually after synchronizing the tenant ID, you will have also the possibility to configure your Azure unique key in order to actually retrieve your customer list. And in this way, as also the dashboard is telling you in here, you're going to launch like a semi-automatic customer creation flow. The MSP onboarding tab will become available, as I was telling you, but once you're gonna retrieve the customers, you will also have a customer list. That's also important how it's being displayed, but here you go. This is the tab that will actually become available after synchronizing the tenant ID and the Azure keys. So you're going to have the possibility and access directly in your guide views to click on the MSP onboarding flow. I can also show you how the customers are being displayed in the reseller account. You have 2 tabs. The first one, the first view, is displaying all core customers associated with that specific reseller. The second one is going to display a list of CSP subtenants retrieved via that Microsoft Graph API directly from the reseller's Entra ID. In this way, Heimdal is enabling direct mapping and onboarding of new customers in here in the dashboard. I can also show you how the creation of a new customer will be shown in here. We are giving you the possibility to also choose the licensing options when you're creating a new customer, and you can simply check what you would like to activate for that specific customers.